Yes, yes, yes. And welcome back to the La Cultura show. And it is time to do an interview with the one, the only Ukrime. And they are with me here. Of course, we're doing an interview with them via phone. What's up, guys? What's going on?
Good, good. What's good? What's going on, y'all?
Yes, thanks so much for doing this interview. I'm really excited doing this interview. You guys are off the chain. That's what I've been hearing, and we're totally into you guys here in Toronto. So let's get down to the nitty gritty. Ukrime is hailing from Bushwick, Brooklyn, New York.
Yeah.
So I need you guys to introduce yourselves.
All right, this is 4-5. I'm 1/3 of Ukrime. This is Straight Jacket. And last but not least, Round Reality.
Yes. So for the people that don't know, I'm sure they do, but please let everyone know, what does Ukrime stand for?
Go ahead, Straight. All right. The name of Ukrime is, we have a couple meanings of it. So it's one of them is unleash criminals, releasing the murderous element.
Nice.
Wow. And the other one we go by too sometimes is universal knowledge. We generate information, manufacturing energy, which is basically we take information from everywhere and we just put it out through the music and whatnot. So that's our energy, the music. Universal knowledge.
Wow, so that's really deep. Wow. So the group consists of the three of you guys. We have 45, we have Straight Jacket, and Round Reality. So how and when was the group formed? Like, how did you guys all know each other?
Okay, 4-5, you can answer that. Pretty much we know each other from the neighborhood. We grew up together. We're a little older than Round. So my grandmother used to babysit Round.
Wow.
And, and then we went to school together. We kicked it that way. And then, it was always the love and the relationship was always there. And then we just started, you know how it goes, doing little ciphers and stuff like that, things of that nature.
Yeah.
Putting each other's vibe. And then we were just like, we need to just form this group together because, everybody's bringing something different to the table. And pretty much that's how we started kicking it and shit. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So tell us about some of the people that you've worked with in the industry, such as producers, DJs, and other artists.
For that. We worked with a lot of different people. I think Ukrime's really been blessed to work with just people that we really respected always. As you can see, on the page, we got a couple songs with Mobb Deep, and I'm huge fans of Mobb Deep. I grew up listening to the music. I think we all did. I think I speak for all of us when we say that. And so, we've been blessed to work with Prodigy. As a matter of fact, free my nigga Prodigy. He locked up right now. I'm finna go see him when I get to New York. And, we've worked with Sam Scarfo out of New Jersey, who was actually the first rapper signed to Def Jam when Jay-Z was president over there. We've worked with even up-and-coming producers out of Detroit, like I'm sure some of your fans know of Black Milk out of Detroit, who's creating a great new sound over there. We've also been blessed to work with people who produce for 50 Cent, like DJ Khalil, and just a slew of other people, you know what I mean? So Ukrime's really been in the driver's seat in terms of just dealing with really talented and up-and-coming artists, And that's how we kind of like to keep it, you know what I mean? Obviously we're not in the position to work with the Polo, the Don, or whatever like that. But I don't even think that's Ukrime sound. We just really bring that raw gutter shit. And so I feel that's kind of what our fans and what our listeners really want to hear from us. So we only work with that kind of element,
Absolutely. And I just want to say, your type of music, it's really interesting. And the minute I was listening to it, wow, it's deep. So I just want to say congratulations to all of you and continued success, much respect. Now, what were some of your music influences growing up?
I think it stems from a lot of different things, I know personally for me, my mom always had a bunch of different people playing in my house, in terms of the Motown sound. My mom was a huge fan of the Motown sound.
Okay.
And then at the same time would play songs like Seal at the house, And then when it came to hip hop,
I was a fan of, you know, everything all the way from the Far Side and hieroglyphics all the way down to Jay-Z. You know what I mean? And you know, the Twins, my team, they, you know what I'm saying, they was, you know, they had their big influences in different music. I mean, they can tell you themselves.
Absolutely. So what were your influences, 45 and Straight Jacket?
Forstons, you know, I mean, yeah, you know, like what Ron just tapped on, you know, the influence on music goes from going to house parties with the family, listen to Hector Lavoe,
right?
So, you know, to KRS-One, you know, so, you know, you know, I've been doing this for a minute, you know, so we go back to Video Music Box. That's an old TV program before Yo MTV Raps. You know, when you had to be at the tube at 4:30 at Channel 25, where it was the station was fuzzy. You barely see. You had to move the antenna a certain way, you know, to catch the videos. From the hanger, not the antenna, the hanger. The hanger. I had no antenna.
Right.
I think he brought up a good point too. Is like, you know, the fact that we are Latin, that we know our Latin, you know, our roots is that too. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm sure a lot of your listeners, you know, are big fans of Big Pun. And, you know, he was somebody that embraced his Latin culture, and that's something that we are, too. We embrace that part of ourselves, and that's a heavy influence in who we are in terms of, like, listening to people like Hector Lavoe and Willie Colon and all the, you know, the people that paved the way in salsa,
right.
That, you know, affects our music and influences our style and culture and just who we are, you know what I mean? And I think that's what kind of separates us, is the fact that we're not afraid to be who we are, you know what I mean? Because I think a lot of people in the game are trying to emulate a formula that's already won. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Instead of trying to be themselves. And I think that's where Ukrime separates themselves.
No, absolutely. I mean, you know, you guys are unique, you guys are different, and I think, you know, all artists should be like that, as opposed to being, you know, commercialized or being something that they're not. So, but you know what? Having said that, I just gotta ask this, like, would you guys ever do country / hip hop / Latin, because you know that does work.
Hey, you know what? If we respect the artist and we love what's going on, you know, Ukrime's there. Like, you know what I mean? I ain't mad at Nelly for doing a song with Tim McGraw. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, they got it in. They did the work. You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
I don't think Ukrime's really going to turn down music, because we're fans of music. We love music.
Absolutely.
So I think we'll respect anybody that's really doing it in their own realm. And if they want to collaborate us and we feel it, we're going to do it. You know what I mean? I think that's true to any artist in any form.
Nice, nice.
You should never restrict yourself to only to one way of doing your thing. You know, if you're an artist, then you should be able to do a range of different things, you know? So, I mean, we all for it. We're very open-minded when it comes to music, because, like Ram said, we are a fan of music, you know?
And diversity.
But when we go to the studio, it's not, we go off emotions, you know, how we feel in the studio. It's not like we go over there with a plan. It's just, we let the music speak to us, and then we write, you know, to the beat, the instrumental, and that's how we, you know, we come up with the music.
Absolutely. Now, you guys have a hot single right now. It's called Problems, featuring Joel Ortiz. So big ups to Joel Ortiz.
Yeah.
So that's making a lot of noise right now. Can you tell me how that track came along, and how did Ukrime and Joel Ortiz get together to produce that hot track?
Well, basically, the really quick version is one of our producers, Full Blast, who's been producing with us since the beginning, you know, created the track for us. I heard it at his house, and I immediately was, you know, just kind of felt like this sounds like something we need to do with, you know, Joel.
Right.
And 45 and Stray already knew him from back in the day in terms of rhyming and just ciphering, because everybody, you know, bumped into each other and just knew the same people. And I had it in mind, like I never worked with him, and I really wanted to get on a song with him. And so we recorded the song, we left it open for Joel, and fortunately, you know, we ran into him, we played it for him, you know, he liked it, he jumped on it, and we made it happen, you know, and so it was a good look.
Nice, nice. You guys are, I heard that you guys are studio junkies. Is that true? Like you, studio junkies. I mean, you guys, I heard you guys eat, you sleep. in the studio. I mean,
Rome got his own studio, so Rome makes music every day, you know, so.
I take a studio with me wherever I go.
Oh, yeah?
I have a studio wherever I go. Like, you know, it's like my house in L.A., if I'm in the studio in New York, you know, if I'm out of town on business, like I'll bring a Pro Tools box with me and just record. Like, I'll never leave without it because I feel like you can never stop writing. I remember hearing Jay-Z one time saying that you should never stop writing, you know what I mean, because you'll perfect your craft.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the only way to perfect your craft. So I think really that's the most important thing.
So I
think you can classify us as studio junkies.
I'm addicted to it. Right now it's calling me as we speak, so.
So let me ask you this. What piece of equipment are your most favorite in the studio, like right now?
I'll say the mic.
The mic? Oh, well,
yeah,
of course.
Mic. That's what I mean. And I'll take the speakers because after laying some crack, I want to hear it loud. So right now I'll say the speakers.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's like I'm not a stranger to understanding the mechanics of being in the studio and Pro Tools and everything like that. Because, like I said, we're an independent company. You know what I'm saying? We're doing a lot of things on our own. You know, and so sometimes some of us got to mix our own vocals or record each other and things like that. You know, and I'm sure a lot of people can understand that. You know, there's a lot of MCs out there in their own companies, and you know, they all doing the same thing, man. So you're on your own grind. You know, so you got to do a lot of things on your own. You got to learn a lot of things on your own.
Absolutely.
So, you know, we kind of familiar with a lot of the mechanics and a lot of the equipment.
Absolutely, and that's the best thing to do. You know, just do it on your own. That's the best thing to do. Exactly. Now, February is a busy month for you guys. What do you guys have planned in this month?
We got the Rum Reality project about to be released. It's called The Misconception, which is phenomenal. I mean, it's going to be crazy, but Ron can speak on it a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, I got my mixtape that's dropping in February. We also have a few different dates in terms of club appearances and radio stations. We're gonna hit up Shade 4-5.
Right.
We're gonna touch on everybody that we know in New York. So everybody can keep in touch with us and find out what we're doing on the MySpace page, myspace.com/Ukrime, Ukrime, and just keep up to date with us, man, because we got it popping right there. So it'll be a lot of fun things, a lot of things for people to really check up on us on.
Nice. And when are you guys coming to Toronto? Because you know, you know, we're dying for you guys to come here.
I want to give a shout out to your man Drake over there.
Yes, Drake. Big ups to Drake. He's doing a lot of big things right now. So
I like
big ups to him.
A lot. You know, hopefully Ukrime will be able to work with him one day. So you know, that'd be a good look.
Well, definitely, it'll definitely be a good work. And
you got the first exclusive interview. So you got the first one to get the info to download of the Rum Reality mixtape. So
nice.
The first one.
Nice.
That's what's up. The mixtape will be available on the MySpace page for download.
Nice.
For free.
Now, there's an important question I want to ask you guys. Yep. So, and I'm sure you guys been asked this a couple of times, but what do you think about the hip hop music that is being played right now on radios? Like, do you think hip hop is dead? And how is Ukrime music different from other hip hop artists? That's what I want to know.
Who want to answer first?
Whoever wants to ask, whoever wants to answer.
I'm gonna keep it real, man. I don't listen to the radio at all. I really don't. You know, what's in the CD rotation is Ukrime. You know, I mean, and that not to say that there's not artists out there that got high material, because they definitely do. But right now I'm in writing mode, and I don't like to be influenced by nothing else. So I just stay on my own element, listen to my peoples. You know what I mean? Straight Jacket and Rum Reality is just enough for me to be inspired to keep writing. But real talk, I'm not saying that. I know sometimes artists say that, but I don't listen to the radio. I don't look at videos or nothing. I don't do it. But that's just 4-5 speaking. And Straight Jacket, you know what I call music right now? Fast food.
Fast food?
Fast food, because you know when you're hungry, so you go say, you know what? Let me go quick to a fast food
Ah.
place. You can eat something just to hold you down now. It's not that home-cooked meal when you get, so you probably serving up that home-cooked meal, a delicious dish that you can't wait to eat. That's what we're doing. So, whatever, I'm taking some this.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, you know what it is too. I'm a little more sympathetic to the people on the radio because I understand the business aspect of it.
Well,
I
absolutely.
get what labels are trying to do, and it's really I feel like we should kind of place the blame on both the artist and the company. Because I think sometimes a lot of artists out there who are on the radio and who are really working to get that single are really just conforming themselves to a formula already and not really allowing themselves to find their sound in order to be their single. Because, I think ultimately, you're in the business to sell records, you know what I mean? And I think that's an art form in itself in terms of finding that niche and really being able to get that catchy song. So, I really can't place the blame and really just say hip-hop is dead. It's not, to me. I just feel like, there's just, it's being hurt in a lot of different ways. But in other ways, I think it's great because it's like we're on the internet right now, and I can probably be heard by somebody in Belgium.
Absolutely.
Or in Toronto for that matter. You know what I mean? So, it's a double-edged sword right now, I feel.
Nice. Now, being that you guys are a Latino group, so do you guys get hated on, and how do you guys deal with it?
Oh man, I think we definitely get hated on, but I think just purely from the simple fact that the hate is just hate. I mean, people hate regardless of just of who you are and just the fact that you're doing music. Period. You know what I mean? And I feel like I think that ultimately the music is going to speak for itself. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I've learned, through the years that it really doesn't affect me as much. And I think maybe that's my maturity and just me getting a little older and just realizing that stuff doesn't really affect me the way it did when I was younger. And so, I kind of been able to brush off the hate. You know what I mean? And if anything, it just kind of made my swag a little better right now.
Absolutely.
And I actually want to give a thank you to the haters because
exactly.
it just made me a little more ill on the mic right now, and it just made me way more confident.
Definitely, it's 4 or 5. Like, I take it as a personal challenge. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, because to me, my personal opinion is just like people are gonna hate. So that just that's why we take this music stuff so seriously, because we know straight out the gate once they know that they Latino, they already got their eyebrow a little raised up to the sky. Like, let me see what you got.
Yeah.
I love it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just. It just pushes me to the level where
Exactly. So thank God for haters, right?
Yeah. And what do you understand? You got 6 haters. Make sure your job for the new year is to make sure that 7 turns into 9.
Exactly. Now, you guys are working with GMG, Get More Music Flow. How is that coming along? How did you guys all meet?
Family.
Exactly.
And, they're doing a good job.
Yes, they are. And big ups to GMG, La Familia, Papo, E, everyone, all the models, all the soldiers. Exactly. Definitely.
Shout out to them.
Shout outs. So if you guys can choose any artist or group that you would want to work with or collaborate with, who would it be?
45, you want to start round, then I'll end it. Man, I respect so many artists out there.
Yeah, too many to choose from, huh?
Yeah, it could be from a list from Jada Kiss, M to Ludacris. I respect all them cats there. Even you give me an old head, Coogee Rap, KRS-One,
Yeah.
A lot of it, Nas.
Man, for me, like, I really like, I just heard a song from Maxwell yesterday, and I just completely forgot how much I love, and just in love with his music and what he does. So I would love to get the chance to work with Maxwell one day, and maybe even Seal, and just do some crazy stuff.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Just really kill it on some other stuff.
Nice.
So.
And for me, Stay Jagged, I would love to do a film with Mark Anthony. I think that would be something crazy. I'm a big fan of Mark Anthony, so
yeah, I can totally see that.
I did a song with a hip hop group, so that's something that I would love to see you collaborate with him.
Nice.
Do a song with him one day. That'd be dope. That's what I love about Ukrime. You got 3 different answers.
Well, personally, you know which group I would love to see you guys collaborate with or work with?
Cool.
Nickelback and Evanescence.
Oh, we kill it with them.
Yeah.
Kill it with them.
They're my 2 all-time favorite rock group, and I think you guys, I think you guys can just kill it if you did a collaboration with them. And you know what?
Those people, oh man, I love their music.
And you know what? Nickelback is from Canada, so you know they're my homeboys.
Yeah, make it happen. Let's make it happen.
Exactly.
Let's put it on the air right now.
Exactly. Well, you know, Nickelback is coming down here to Toronto. They're doing like a show in March. So I'm gonna call Chad. You know, get some hookups and stuff. So definitely. Now, where do you guys see yourself in 5, 10, even 15, 25 years from now?
Oh, that's fucked.
Who said that? Who said that?
Oh, 25 years. I like to be.
No, but seriously, like you know how some groups they form, they're together for a very long time. Like for example, Boys to Men, you know, New Edition, and then they obviously, you know, with maturity and with years go by, they tend to split and do their own projects. Do you guys see yourself doing that?
Oh, I mean, most depth. I think even now that you see Round drop a solo project, you might see 345 drop something. Eventually, I would love to hear 45 album by himself. I would love to do something by myself. But that's in the future. But definitely, yeah, I definitely see that. But Ukrime, we family. A lot of groups are just, friends. But, our relationship is deeper than music. So, 25 years, hopefully a couple of platinum plaques,
Nice.
Kids running around. A couple of kids running around.
Nice.
Living next door to Realm and 45. That's going to be some ever shit right there.
Yeah, I have to agree.
Nice. Now, I gotta ask my theme question. So La Cultura obviously deals with the Latin music and entertainment culture. So we always ask our guests, what makes you guys proud being Latino, or what makes you guys proud being part of this whole Latin culture?
Yeah, Ralph.
I mean, what makes me proud is just the fact that, this is what I was born to be. You know what I'm saying? This is how I embraced it. My mom showed me how to embrace my culture, my family. And I love the fact that personally for me, like a good example of why I'm so proud to be Latin is knowing that whatever day it is, I think it's like June 10th or June 11th when the Puerto Rican Day Parade is out.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We able to bring out the best in everybody. You know what I'm saying? And even people who aren't Puerto Rican want to be Puerto Rican that day. You know what I mean? It's just a proud moment and a proud day for everybody to know that, this is who we are. We're not afraid of that. And I love the fact that, that's instilled in me. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's a really important thing about myself and how I embrace that in my culture and my music and when I deal with people and even in my career. You know what I mean? I really don't shy away from that, and that's one of the reasons why I love being who I am.
I mean, what's not to love,
Mm-hmm.
The country,
the rice and beans,
the women, the food, everything about it is just so, it's just, man, I can't find it. There you go. It's a beautiful thing, man. I love being Latin. Forget about it.
And it's like black people, proud to be black when Obama was president. It was like, what I mean? It's like,
absolutely.
We that feeling, we get that every year during the Puerto Rican Day Parade. You know what I mean? It's like that moment. You know what I mean? And I could really feel where black people was at that moment. That they had Barack as a president. You know what I mean? Because they were proud to be who they were because they saw themselves in him. You know what I mean? And so I see myself in every other Latin person because I'm like, we all the same, no matter if you're from Mexico, South America, wherever. You know what I'm saying? We all Latin, so it's all love.
Yeah, and don't forget, look, 4 more years I'll be running for president, so vote for 4 or 5.
Yeah. Nice.
Have a Latino in the White House.
Yeah. Absolutely. Hey, why not, right?
He might be in the White House. He might be outside the White House, but he's You might be cutting the grass and so.
Wow. Yeah, you know, it's a beautiful thing. You guys are definitely one of a kind, and let me just tell you, you guys are meant to be as Ukrime. You know, yeah, you have your individual talents, but you truly are meant to be Ukrime. So
that we think so too.
I would co-sign to that. Yes.
Now.
And I appreciate the love you've been giving us. I know you've been playing music and whatnot, so we definitely appreciate that, for real. And this is actually the first interview for '09 for us. So,
really?
I mean, what better way to do it?
Absolutely. So I'm special, right? I have the exclusive interview.
So special.
Exactly.
Hey, shout out to Cardinal Official too, man.
Woo! Nice. Yes.
Damn.
Yeah. You know what? You guys. Wow, I'm so excited now. You guys have to come down to Toronto and do a show with Cardi now.
Cardi in Vancouver. I was working over there, and Cardi showed me a lot of love.
Yes.
So I want to give a special shout out to Cardi now and all that. You know.
Yes, he's doing big things. Shout outs to Cardi and Ukrime. Cardi, you guys are dangerous, definitely. But for shows, for performances, anyone who wants to get to know Ukrime, for bookings, anything, where can people contact you other than your MySpace page?
Yeah, they can hit us up on the MySpace, but if they want, they can email us at conglomeratinc@gmail.com. Hit us up right there. You know what I'm saying? All your inquiries, and if you just want to holler at the team, you can hit us up there too.
Oh, I'll definitely be hollering at you guys. Definitely.
And I wanted to give a shout out to my man, Drug Music. He's online. Check Jesse James.
What up, baby?
My man, Full Blast. You know me, the whole Bushwick. You know, the whole New York. You know, and you know, man, that's what.
Shout out to Sean Price. He hold us down. Boot Camp Click.
Absolutely.
Little cuz James, love James. I know you out there online somewhere. The whole GMG, you know what I mean? Babo E, all of them, you know what I mean? So we about to start this this movement real seriously for the '09. Oh, it's about to get ugly.
It's about to get in a good way, obviously.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, any last words? You know what? Let me ask you this. I want you guys to tell me what is the best advice you can give to upcoming artists, because, you know, you guys are absolutely amazing examples of what it is to be true artists. So what can you give as best advice to upcoming artists or anyone who wants to break it into the industry?
I'll just say, like, you know, don't let nobody tell you different. If you believe in what you do, then just keep on. You know, be persistent. Because, you know, a lot of people are going to tell you can't do it. You know, you're not right for the job. And then in your heart, you feel like you are, then just definitely keep doing it, you know? That's straight jacket. That's my advice. Just keep doing it. One time, I had bumped into Ghostface Killer and Raekwon from Wu-Tang. And I asked him, this was a couple years ago, I asked him, I was like, yo, you know, what's your advice for upcoming artists? They said, get a good lawyer.
Get a good lawyer.
That's what they told me, get a good lawyer. So,
good answer.
Shows you where they were in their life.
Wow.
But real talk, I just think, you know, perseverance, man. Because you know, honestly, and you know, and keeping it really 100 with the listeners, you know, we still are up and coming artists. You know what I mean? We doing everything on our own. You know what I mean? And we still trying to get our piece of the cake of this hip hop game.
Absolutely.
So I feel like, you know, what Ukrime does is we are persevering, and we're just, you know, never stopping our craft. We're always working on our craft and building our confidence and really putting the music out there and believing in ourselves. You know what I mean? And if you work on your craft and you believe in yourself, you know what I'm saying, then you add that together equals success. You know, and I feel like that's the most important thing. And I think that goes for anything that you're trying to do in life, real talk. You know.
Message.
Wow, you know what? That's very well put said. So listen, people. You are watching me, and you are listening to Ukrime.
We dropping gems for these motherfuckers.
Exactly. So they're the realest group out there. So check them out. And
yeah, Yeah, man, I got love for Toronto, for real, man. We gonna head out there, man. I want to give big love to the city of Toronto, man. You know what I'm saying? I got much love for y'all. I'm headed out there, man. Please show the love back.
Well, you know what? I already have my love for you guys. You know, to me, you guys are already up there. So I want to thank you guys for doing this interview. So much respect. Continued success to you guys. Before I conclude the interview, we're going to play a couple of videos and a couple of tracks. The first video I'm going to play is, and yes, I'm going to say it, Fucked Up. So can you... Wow, that's like my first time saying that. But anyways, can you guys give some sort of like introduction to Fucked Up?
Well, Fucked Up is our first video we shot together as a group, so that's real special to me. You know what I mean? It's Fucked Up. It's Bushwick, Brooklyn, the slums, the ghetto. That's what you see. And this is a hot track. Fucked Up. Don't get it fucked up, or you get fucked up. So
that's plain and simple.
Thank you guys so much, and continued success. Thank you very much. You've been tuning to your girl Blu Orchid from the La Cultura show. We've had an amazing show with Brooklyn's very own Mr. Rain and Bushwick's very own Ukrime. So check them out. And here is Fucked Up by Ukrime. So let's get it poppin'.
Look, what goes around comes around. My life's like a circle. I could do a couple flicks. These motherfuckers think I'm Urkel. If you with me, it irk you. I wouldn't hold my breath thinking people know you hood, cause your face turned purple. Now regardless of the chips, if you think that I'm rich just because I make it flicks, that mean I ain't from Bushwick? What you mean? Oh shit, I ain't know about this. I could've sworn you born in Cali wearing khakis and shit. Hello, can you hear my fucking accent, asshole? I chose this way to speak around Mexicans with Tabasco. Too many niggas illiterate, think they really killing it, saying the streets fucked up, but these bitches know they impotent. Realm isn't vigilant, battle through religion with visions of hatred, trying to step inside of my position. The truth is why I listen, it's a weapon, exercise of my blessings. I like pussy, but don't stand next to me. If you think I'm sweet, you got me fucked up. Keep talking slick, man, that's how you get snuck. Think you crimes weak, son, go spray your house. If you think we punks, you getting fucked.
Everyone is rapping, including fans. Every fan is a rapper, every rapper is a fan. Damn, shake my hand, but stop it with the hugging, nigga. You're not my man, so you can stop bugging, nigga. I fuck a nigga if he takes it the wrong way. Give it to him live like a show on Broadway. In your hallway before you turn the knob. Now the next thing you know, nigga, you got robbed. You got knocked the fuck out. Laying on the staircase, probably call the cops, get me knocked, made me fight a case. Lock away behind the gate, doing some time. But wrong, got my belt, so a nigga just fine. Anytime that we meet, beef is on my mind. Put you in the pine box if you cross the line. Cop back at 9, nigga, get ready for drama. I spray up your crib like a 3D bombers.
If you think I'm sweet, you got me fucked up. Keep talking slick, man, that's how you get snuck. Think you crimes weak, son, go spray your house. If you think we punks, you getting fucked.
The reason you alive, not sleeping with maggots. My gun is like my dick and I don't bust on faggots. Name on my burners when beef's consistent. For instance, Maggie always running with Patty. That's a Mac 10, a 9 with a rubber grip. Do you know who you fucking with? Shit. I rock rappers without a toaster. Throw them up on the wall like a fucking poster. Never arrange vocals for a musical bit, but in the hood, I did orchestrate some hits. Keep the gun handle over the love handle. Once false move, you get shot and trampled. Streets can't stand you, I'm bringing it back. I'm a good nigga, but my gun overreacts. Perhaps phoning back is your only option. And fuck what you heard, nigga, let's get it poppin'.
If you think I'm sweet, you got me fucked up. Keep
Yes, 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 and welcome back to the La Cultura show. This is your girl, Blu Orchid, coming at you from ThatChannel.com, and we had an amazing, let me tell you, an amazing interview with Ukrime and also Mr. Rain himself from Brooklyn and Ukrime's Bushwick's Ukrime. So much respect, continued success to all of them. Here is another video from Ukrime, and it's Glass Ceiling right here on the La Cultura show. Your girl, Blu Orchid.
Funny cats, baby. I can see you from the corner of my eye, trying to ice grill me. Look, man.
Get my two-step on, motherfuckers. Watch me, man. I ain't frontin' with a swagger just so you could try and like me. I'm lyrically Spike Lee cause he got game and he got range like a 30-foot J. I pop so flame like a Calgary tame with a twin turbo fuel exhaust like true soft peanut butter leather seats while she playing with my balls. And I ain't trying to be a boss, I'm just trying to make a month what it costs by law. Niggas wanna speak hard like a real MC, but marshmallows, Othello's full of jealousy. Get mad at me cause your girl hugged me. She loved me and still see the thug in me. Glass ceiling, watch for the haters as they cash feelings. I ain't really tripping cause I'm mass appealing. I'm moving both sides like the ass jilling. I broke the glass ceiling. Shake girl, tryna see your booty move. Make the money is everything a nigga do. Ain't no motherfucking team that can stop me. I broke the glass ceiling, you crime skid.
I'm not a gangster, I stopped being a thug, but always in the streets and I'm realer than the mud. Fuck, yeah, homie, believe that. Killing is nothing but jail time, I can't eat that. I need to be out when I'm needed the most. In the booth, spitting truth is your daily dose of that real life shit, never sugar coated. If it's hot, always cracked, then you know he wrote it. That bullshit rap, we don't condone it. Homie strapped with the gat, he best to toke it. The knife I'm holding, and trust me, it will bother you. Holes in your grill like a motherfucker barbecue. And I will father you, trust me, sonny. I'm with the team, getting clean, trying to make this money. You wanna block dirty jeans, looking so damn bummy. Being broke is no joke, so I never act funny.
Glass ceiling, watch for the haters as they cash feelings. I ain't really tripping cause I'm mass appealing. I'm moving both sides like the ass jilling. I broke the glass ceiling. Shake girl, tryna see your booty move. Make the money is everything a nigga do. Ain't no motherfucking team that can stop me. I broke the glass ceiling, you promise get it.
Shit, I'm here to do me and nothing else. Well, maybe that shorty over there strapped in the garter belt with high heels, real thick, started talking real slick. I got my pimp game on, I locked it real quick. She loved the chain and the watch, that's some real shit. I gave her fake number, about to get her real dick. She said real quick, I'ma take a quick piss, and then we leaving this club, I need a real nigga. No doubt I pulled the 6 out real quick. I hit 125 right on say Nick. I went upstairs, she made me nut just with one lick. But fuck it, got my nut out and now I'm out.
Glass ceiling, watch for the haters as they cash feelings. I ain't really tripping cause I'm mass appealing. I'm moving both sides like the ass jilling. I broke